Okay.
You are live.
I'm live. What do they say? Jazz hands to try to get attention and tell everybody you're there. Who does that remind you of? Welcome. My Homeschool Village. So we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Awesome. Welcome, ladies, and maybe some gentlemen in there, but mostly ladies. Welcome. If you are a homeschool parent, whether you are, if you're a homeschool parent, this is your place right now. Come in. We're going to discuss today. We're going to discuss some issues that we've been having a lot of questions from parents on today, specifically behavior. So as a homeschool mom of 20 years, 5 children, we have dealt with all kinds of behavior. Welcome. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's give you all a minute to come in. Can't wait to see you. Hi, Ray. Hi, Lori. I can't see, Heather, how many people are coming in on the other platforms. So, and I just FYI. There we are. Hi, there. I forgot to click on the chat. Welcome, Lori, Miss Lori. Lori, as I always like to, well, that's going to have you put your face, but that's okay. Miss Lori is our pre-K kindergarten teacher in our virtual village. If you have children pre-K and kindergarten and you are part of Homeschool Pro and you are not inside her classes with her kids, you are missing out. Lori's program is so cute. The kids come in, they do songs together, they learn letters and sounds, and they just can't wait to come in. It's a great way to have your children have a little social time without having to get out of your pajamas or pack up babies that are sleeping. I'm telling you that. Where were you, Lori, when I had little ones? I wish I had you at my computer. Of course, back then, I didn't even have a computer for my kids because I just couldn't even afford a computer for our kids back then. Just washed my hair, eek. Nice. Well, then it's nice and pretty and clean. Yeah, right. So when we first started homeschooling, we had one computer for the whole family, and we used a few. What did we use? We used Starfall, and that was about it. Everything else was like disk programs for the kids, and that's what we used. Reader Rabbit CDs. Oh my gosh, there's a flashback. Reader Rabbit. That was a long time ago. Yeah. Do you love my shirt? It's giving me all wrong references. I don't know what that means. So guys, there is a reason I'm wearing this shirt today. Okay. Number one, well, the only reason I'm wearing this shirt today is because what is it called? Help, Heather. Great Homeschool Conference? No. What's it called? You would think I could remember. March 14th, 15th, and 16th, we are going to be in South Carolina at the Great Homeschool Conference, and I will be Great Homeschool Convention. Don't ask me why I can't remember that name. It's hard. The Great Homeschool Convention. There is one in Ohio. They have 5 this year. We are going to be attending 2. All the rest were sold out. We tried. We'll be in South Carolina, where I will be presenting how to keep the light in your children's eyes and how to raise creative, confident children. And then we will also have a booth there. So I'm wearing this because I will be wearing this at the conference so you can find me. That's the point of this. I want you to be able to come find me, as well as Heather. Anybody with My Homeschool Village will be wearing this little glitter bomber jacket so that you can find us in a crowd. That is the purpose of this jacket. So I'm letting you know how to find me. If you're in South Carolina or Ohio, I believe is 4th, 5th, and 6th. And we'll be there as well. So make sure you come find me and say hi. Come find Heather, say hi. We will be sparkling annoying so that you can find us. Right? The green really pops. It helps that I have some lights on me so you guys can even see me because my home is so dark right now. So it helps with the glitter. But Trish, yeah. Hey, and if y'all want to match, Amazon. Okay, get on Amazon, get one, come match us. That would be so fun. Then I can find you. So if you're going to be at the conferences and you want, and we can find each other, you can just come find us in our sparkles. Or you can even put your own sparkle on and come join us. I'm homeschooling a teenager. Yes. Okay, good. Because that's what we're talking about today. We're going to focus on teens. I've had a lot of questions on teens. So pop me your questions, you guys, whether it's a teenager. I mean, I'll answer all questions. It doesn't have to be just teenagers, but I've been getting a lot of questions on teenagers homeschooling and pulling them out senior year, whether or not they need a diploma, how to get them into college, all of that. And those are great questions. So send me those questions on what it is that you're looking for your teenagers. I don't know. Ashley's not here, is she? Or I don't know if she's on any of our sites. I'm so hoping she shows up today. We have some moms, multiple moms who are putting their kids back in school because they are struggling with their children's behavior. And I want to address this. I want to help with this because our children, and there's a lot we can talk about here. So number one, we have one mom who said, I don't want to pull my kids out because they fight when they're home. And I don't want that to be my life every day, all day. And I would agree with her. Who does? Number one, if you currently have children in public school and when they get home, they fight, it's because of public school. You guys, public school is a eat dog world. And your children are in this anxiety ridden place all day long. And then they come home and all day they've been holding it in as a survival tactic. And then they come home and they let it loose on each other. So you're having these major fighting issues with your children because they're in public school. When you bring them home, you're going to have a week or two, maybe 3 of your children still behaving this way because they've been living in this dog eat dog world. And it takes them a while to come down off of that and to realize that they are now in a safe environment where they don't have to live in that uptight, defensive place anymore. And when they finally feel safe in your home, the fighting will start to go away. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And that fighting, now it's also important that when they come home, okay, you do need to set boundaries. You don't just expect it to go away. You're the mom. You've got to set the boundaries. They've come home and you sit down and you say, guys, look, you've been living in an anxiety-ridden world. Fighting has been the norm. You're now coming home. We're going to create a safe place. And I need your help to create that safe place. Fighting's not allowed here. If you fight, you're going to clean. Every time one of you are fighting, you're both doing dishes. I don't care whose fault it is. You're both going to get a bathroom to clean. I don't care whose fight it is. And what you'll find is they will start to work with you one day. And it doesn't go away necessarily. It gets better. It gets better. The other day, I actually had to get in one of my kids' faces. Now, I'm a pretty easy mom to work with, I think, but I will not I won't put up with the crap of my kids fighting. To me, you don't get to bring contention in my home. And we talk about this a lot. I work very hard to have the Spirit of God in my home. Your fighting is chasing it out. You don't get to do that here. And so the other day, I had one child getting really nasty, just coming to me and behind the other child's back, Mom, this kid, da, 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 da. And I stopped him and I said, look, nobody talks about my son that way. The kid he was talking about. Nobody gets to speak about my child that way, including you. And nobody gets to talk about you that way, including him. And I had to cut that. And his eyes went big and he went, oh, sorry, Mom. And he went away. And I was like, oh, interesting. Your children need to understand your boundaries. They need to understand that you love all your children equally and you're not going to put up with this kind of contention. And that's how we've simplified in our home. Sometimes there'll be a little bit of pressure in the house and I'll see them starting to nitpick each other. And I will say, you do not get to act that way in my home, period. And they because I don't get after, I get after my kids as far as we keep in line, whatever. I don't get angry often. I save my anger for, don't you ever treat your mother like that, right? Don't you ever do that to your dad again. Respectful issues in the home. My mother taught me a very, very important lesson when my kids were little and we were going through this stage where they seemed to be walking all over me. And to be honest, I didn't like my kids very much. And I really didn't know what to do. And my mom came to visit. We were living in Maryland at the time. She came to visit for a little bit. And she said, and she could see what was going on. And she finally just said, Becky, if you don't like your kids, nobody else will either. I was like, whoa. And she said, you have got to raise children that you like, or the rest of the world will never like your children. So what do you need to do and teach your kids so that you like them? And that's when I started going, oh, yike. I need to make sure that my kids treat each other well, or, they need to learn to be nice to me. Let me see. Let's see. My child tried to go at the beginning of the year, and she was just exhausted from masking all day and pretending that joking racist remarks were bothered. Yeah, guys, public school is so exhausting. All you have to do is go and be a volunteer for one day and be like, why am I sending my children here? Why? Like, why do we send our children into atmospheres we ourselves would never want to live in? I've never understood that. That's a good way to explain it. Yes, you have to set up an environment of peace, play some calming music, go over expectations. Yes, thank you. And you have to stick to consequences, you guys. But here's something my sister taught me. I called her. Okay, here I am with my kids all day. Hers went to school, but she had like mostly boys and I had mostly girls at the time. And I called her. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to kill these boys. They are driving me crazy. And she was like, honey, boys are like velociraptors. She's like, boys are not the same as raising girls. You have to set very strict boundaries, and they have to know that they cannot go out those boundaries, because as soon as you take a step out, they think they can go 5. So she's like, you've got to keep it stricter. And so what I learned was I was working so hard at being my children's friends so they would like me, that they were walking all over me and they drove me crazy. And so this one particular child who loves to test every boundary, I had to get in and be mean. Like I had to cry after. I felt so mean after, and be like, you are done. This never happens again. And I had to really draw the line. And you know what was interesting is the next day he was like, lovey mommy. Oh my gosh, you're the most amazing woman in the world. And it's interesting because this one child pushes and pushes and pushes every boundary and every button. And when I don't push back, he has less and less respect for me and pushes even more. When I push back hard and fast, he loves it. And he's the one that taught me those boundaries are vital. You've got to set the boundaries and stick to them no matter how mean you might feel. Your children need a mean mom, you guys. They need a mean mom that will set a boundary and keep it, because the rest of the world is not going to tell them. And they need that. It creates confidence. It creates a secure place, because they know mom's drawn the line, and they know that that's how it works outside the world. I've drawn a line in protecting my children and keeping them safe, and it's helped them to feel safe. I didn't realize how much my kids needed that. Yep, been there too. It's why I wear my estradiol hormone patches and drink coffee. I do take hormones, guys. It's true. You got to know. Christy's, lately my son expects everyone to do things now and is disrespectful. Okay, your kids are going to go through this over and over again. And it doesn't matter whether they're homeschooled or whatever. That's him testing a boundary. He's looking to see how much control he has, and he's looking to see how much crap you're going to take from him. And you know what you're going to do is you're going to show him, here's the line, and I will not take your crap. That is vital in motherhood, especially homeschooling, because we've got them home all day long. And you know what? Teachers have to take their crap. The principals, the world is now taking their crap, and it makes them feel insecure because there's no boundaries in the world. Children need those lines drawn for them. That's where you create this place of safety, is they know what's expected. They know what happens when they don't meet those expectations. Vital to your children's confidence, vital to the chaos in your home, Priscilla, right? It is chaos. And my children will do this. They go through these waves. And what I've noticed is they start to do that to me. They start getting bossy and disrespectful when I've relaxed. And so we go through this constantly. I've relaxed. It's time for me to like punch it again and be like, hey, mean mom's back. Y'all are doing this, and get moving. And I have to do that for about 2 days. And then they're all back into getting their jobs done, getting their homework done. They realize mean mom is in there and she will come out when necessary. And then you have to, and then I relax because they're behaving well. So I don't have to be mean mom anymore. They're behaving well. And then they start to push the boundaries again. And then I got to be mean mom again. And it's a constant up and down. So we go through times of beautiful peace in the home where everybody's doing what's expected. Everybody's getting along. And then we go through times of, I am done with your crap. So make sure that you are doing that. It's okay to not be their friend. And I find that the more I am the mom who has expectations and will expect them to do that, they love it. I had no idea how much they would love mean mom. but they actually have so much respect for her. I love it when they'll say, well, yeah, you scare me. I'm like, good. I should scare you. I'm your mother. I'm not here to be your bestie. I am your bestie. I am your biggest fan, but I will fight to make you an amazing child, even if you're the one I'm fighting. And that's what I've told my children many times. I will fight for you, for your intelligence, for your life. I am the one who will fight for you, even if you're the one I'm fighting. And that is not always easy. It's trickier with neurodivergent kids, but yes, I know they still need boundaries. Okay, explain that one to me. Why is it trickier? Because a lot of kids are neurodivergent. Every child has their need. Some of my children behave very well with the strict mommy. Some of my children need a little more calm mommy, and I need to just sit down and go, what's really going on, hun? You're fighting me here. I can tell something's not right. Let's talk. And I actually had this experience just a couple of days ago. Just a couple of days ago, I had a child who was acting up. Okay. Girl, 14, right? Depressed, struggling. Everything I do was wrong. It's 14. All my girls have done this at 14. But I wanted to be the mean mom and be like, that's enough crap, sweetheart. Get moving. Okay. That was the mom I wanted to pull out. Luckily, I do pray before I approach my children because I don't want to do damage. And so with her, after my prayer, I got a talk to her, find out what's going on. And we sat down and we talked, and we had a really cool talk about how dark she was feeling, this darkness that was hovering over her, a darkness she was carrying around the house. And so we talked about, look, Satan wants you. He's after you. And you're letting him have you. You're hiding in your room where you're literally putting yourself in a room saying, Satan, I'm all yours. How can we keep you out of there? How can I help you be stronger? What do you need in order to fight Satan more? And we had this beautiful talk and we prayed together. We had a prayer. And I have to say, as a mother, when I kneel down with a child and pray over that child, I feel heaven open and I feel miracles occur because a mother's prayer is the strongest power on earth, in my opinion. So we pray together. And it was beautiful what happened after that. And now I'm her team member. Now she comes to me and says, Mom, I'm having a rough day. Okay, let's pray. All right. I got her on some herbs that she needed. Ashwagandha is an anti-anxiety. I got her on a few things that she needed. Vitamin D. Got her on some vitamin D, got her on some ashwagandha, made sure she's getting magnesium, that kind of stuff. So we're talking about, okay, what did you eat? Why do you feel that way? Let's get you eating some more vegetables. Maybe you won't feel so crappy because you had sugar. So it's created a conversation of why she's feeling the way she is. And right now her studies are struggling, but we're discussing health and we're discussing how to get the proper sleep. Why isn't she sleeping well? What do we need to change so she can? Exercise is vital to her attitude, all those things. And so right now, that's what our focus is on. She's not getting a lot of homework done, but the skills she's learning to take care of herself and recognize her moods and how to help them and fix them will bless her for the rest of her life. So I'm okay with that. The rest will come later. Right now, she's learning how to take care of her body. She's learning that exercise, sleep, and eating are huge factors on your mood swings. And when you're not eating right and you're not sleeping right, it's like handing Satan your soul. Here you go. I'm too weak to deal with the rest. And so that's what we're teaching. We're teaching on keeping your body strong to keep Satan at his weakest. To let the spirit be able to enter your life means keeping a great health. And those are the lessons that she's learning right now. And that's okay. Are you familiar with autism PDA? It's like a defiance disorder. You might have to give me a little more on that. You're going to have to forgive me here a little bit. I get a little bit annoyed at disorders because I find that a lot of these disorders can be fixed with diet, exercise, the right sleep. And so, and defiance disorder to me, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to get into it too much. I do believe that there are children who like to be more defiant. I was one of those kids. I was a defiant kid. You weren't going to tell me what to do. I was going to do it myself. And so some of us are like that. Is it disorder? No, I believe that it's a strength. when used properly. It's a disorder in public school. When it's used properly, it's teaching a child how to stand up for what is wrong. A defiance is a beautiful thing when applied against evil, when applied against abuse, when applied against horrible things happening in the world. And so it's about channeling, not destroying. And this whole disorder, I am finding, boy, Satan likes to take all these beautiful, like ADHD. That's the worst thing. It's not a disorder. It's something that Satan hates because a lot of us with it are very good at fighting him, and he does not like that. So it's very much a spiritual war. And that's what we're on here. One of my worries is because they are together all the time, they get tired of each other and eventually drift apart once they get older. No, that is actually, so I understand that's a worry. That is actually not going to happen. So I've been homeschooling 20 years, you guys, and I actually thought the same thing. But what I've seen now that I have friends who have homeschooled all the way through, the kids versus not, is the more time they have together, they work things out. When they get tired of each other, they go to their own rooms or their own corners with a book, and then they come back together. But my kids are each other's best friends. My adult children call each other every day. It's so cute. I had no idea, but they miss each other. Now that I have several that have left the home, they still call each other all the time. And they actually will just grow closer together. That when they get tired of each other, it's like you and your spouse. The more time, well, maybe I won't ask marriage issues. But I have found that children, no, that will not happen. I can guarantee that will not happen. Crystal says, some things that I notice about my kids when they are starting to act disrespectful is how much TV are they taking? Amen. How much social, it moved, media. Yep. Our world is so upside down. And if they are taking in too much of that and not enough of Jesus, family outside time, and mostly are my husband and I acting right. Most of the time it is me that needs to get in check showing my kids how to act. Amen. I agree with that. Thank you. Priscilla says, my kids are that way. I find that as a strength. I love it. But man, there are certain strengths like defiance and independence and creativity and brilliance that as a mother can get really annoying. But if we continue to guide and help develop those things as adults, they will be what your children need in the next 20 and 30 and 50 years. So what will become strengths for them right now as a parent, agreed, can be really annoying. Yeah. Okay. Christine, when I was homeschooled my children years ago, I had my old Halloween costume that is full of military uniform, boots, hat, jacket, shirt with the top. My kids were petrified once I put it on the outfit, said if they didn't do their work, they would clean the bathroom and toothbrush and like it. My son still has my uniform and remembers military mom. He said it was a horrified joke I played, but at the time, they took me more seriously than I should do the work. I like that. Military mom. That's the woman I have to pull out. I like that word. Now I want a military shirt. Yep. I still feel bad today, but it worked. We all look back and laugh today. Oh yeah, there are times that I was more than military mom that I still regret. Times that I lost my patience and did damage that I will forever regret. But luckily my children are loving and forgiving. And as they get older, they'll be like, yeah, mom, I deserve that. I'm like, oh, thank you. That doesn't mean I should have acted that way. Trish says, oh my, yep, military mom here. I've threatened the same, right? Yeah. And they need that mom. We have guilt that goes with it, but children need military mom. They trust military mom. If you think about it, if we were in the military and we had a leader who was wishy-washy and we really weren't sure what he expected and where to go, that would be an unsafe place for us to be. But to know where we stand is a beautiful thing. It's why we like church. It's like why we like God. It gives us boundaries and lines for our lives to live in. It's not to keep us stuck. It's to give us freedom, right? Christy, my adult kids say they're happiest that I encourage them to be each other's best friends. Yes, I agree with that. My siblings are my best friends. My husband's siblings are my best friends. And we talk a lot about, so as a kid, I moved every 2 years. My dad was in sales. He just always needed to change. So we were moving every 2 to 3 years. And the one thing I learned about that was friends are short-term, families forever. And so as I now when I want to hang out, I call my siblings, be like, hey, let's all go to dinner. And we have more fun there than anywhere. I don't have a single friend that I love as much hanging out with as my siblings, because we've gone through everything together. Oh, okay, except for Heather. Except for Heather. Don't tell my siblings that. But to this day, because of the relationship that we have as siblings, there's 7 of us. Our children are best friends. As a cousin group, they are so cute. The 17-year-old plays with the 6-year-old, and they have this really tight cousinship because we get together so often that has created a very safe place for my children. And I love that. So you're not just building relationships with you and your kids. It actually tends to ripple effect into your entire family with your siblings. And no, my other siblings don't homeschool. I'm the only homeschool one, which makes me sad. Sometimes I wish I could homeschool with some of my sisters or sisters-in-laws, but it does ripple effect. And I love that. So you're building what you're building when you're homeschooling your kids and you're worried about them fighting, is you're building that relationship for them to have, because let's face it, eventually we die. My grandparents have passed, my parents, one of my parents has passed. And you know what? In the end, I had my siblings. And yeah, we'll each go, but we'll probably all go within years of each other. And in the end, the best thing you can give your children, the greatest gift you can give your children, is a relationship with each other so that they can be there for each other at all times. The last year and a half, my mother also has been away, and it's shown how much we as siblings really rely on each other. So yes, build that sibling relationship. They only have each other in the end. And I will make sure that they're always like, even if they want to choose a friend over a sibling, nope, sibling comes first. Sorry, guys. Your sibling will be there forever. Your friend will be gone in about 5 to 10 years. So that's how we do it. I told Miss Annie could bring me that uniform so I can hash some get out the uniform, Christine. Right? Hey, Anne, you're getting one of these. Will you wear it? Are you gonna wear one? Oh, unmute you, hun. You're muted. There you go.
Yes, I will wear one. Tab even said she'd wear my homeschool village and come and tell everybody how much she loves our program.
Oh, well, if she needs a jacket. If she's coming, she needs a jacket. So okay, guys, anybody who's going to be in South Carolina, March 14th through 16th, Miss Anne's going to be there too. So you can come meet Miss Anne and Tabitha in live as well. And once again, just come find the jacket. And then in Ohio, are you going to Ohio, Anne?
Yeah, right now it's on the books for me to come with you guys.
Cool. So Anne will be in Ohio too. So if you can meet either one of those next year, hopefully we'll be at a few more. But this year, those are the 2 you'll see us at. What do you think about homeschool teens having public school kids as friends? I think if they're good influences, who cares where they come from? My kids have public school friends, especially because we go to church locally, and the kids at church are all public schooled, and they're getting friends through church. So I'm not like, I don't think it's anti. To me, it's not about where they go to school. It's about how they affect my child. If my child is safe with this friend, if my child is being is not only a good influence, but also being influenced in a good way, bring them on. I don't care where they come from. But it's about behaviors. It's about what they're into, and it's about whether or not they're safe with those friends. So I will admit, over the years and watching the way the world is going, I allow my children to go to other people's homes less and less. I don't know how many of you guys had some not very nice experiences as children in sleepovers or whatever, but we don't do sleepovers at other people's homes because of my own past. And I am very careful. I don't let my children go to a home if I don't know both sets of parents, every child in that home. Maybe it sounds a little controlling. Yeah. I host a lot. I've always hosted. And when a parent drops off a child, I don't let them drop and go. You need to come in and meet me and my husband, and you need to know where your child is, because we're not getting accused later either. So I want them to come in. I want husbands, the dads to know where they're at, the moms to know. I'm very big on that. I had one mom that we had just met, and I said, look, come in before you drop off your child. Come in. I literally walked around the house. I said, do you feel like your child is safe here? And she goes, yeah, this feels great. I said, because my husband works from home. He's right in this, my husband's right there. He works from home. He is home too. So before you drop your child here, no, you need to feel safe. If you feel safe, awesome. If you don't, please don't drop your child here. I need to know this. So, and it was cute. You should have seen the relief on her face because she came to my door very nervous. And when I just opened it up to her, I was like, look, you're dropping your kid here. I have a teenage boy here. I have a husband here. You need to know where your kids are, who's here, what's going on. And the rules are, we don't let people, no bedrooms, no. And she was like, oh, thank you. She wasn't offended by that. She wasn't worried. It just kind of like took it off the plate, and it just made us both buddies now. Heather, Michael, my hubby, we'll even take the boys out to the camper to hang out when the girls have friends over to make parents feel at peace. That's cool. Yeah. So that's, we are very big on that. And I will even tell my kids, they're like, can I go to so-and-so's house? I'm like, not if I can't meet them. And there have been friends I've met and I've gone, no, sorry. I remember my mom going to friends' houses and my mom not even knowing who they were and what was going on. And I remember what was going on in those houses. And I can't believe my mom never checked. I'm kind of like, if you knew, Mom, the houses you were letting me go in and what I saw and what happened, she would be mortified. So, all right, moving on. Let's talk Anne. Anne do you want to do this, Anne, or do you want me to?
I can do it, or you can do it.
Go for it. Go ahead.
Everybody, this is Theo. He is our My Homeschool Village bear, and he is actually getting ready to pick his next family to go visit. And he goes and visits, and he has a little worksheet, and you fill it out. And at the end, you'll mail him back to me, and then he goes and visits somebody else. And in the end, we're going to take all of you guys' stories and your worksheets and your pictures, and we're going to put it together. And Theo is going to have his own personal book on all his adventures visiting his friends at My Homeschool Village.
Yep. There's a form in the Village Kids now, guys.
Yep. The form is up, and we are going to, he's basically, you get him for a week. So we're going to mail him to you. You get him for a week, do some adventures with him. He can come to our lives with us at your house so everybody can see him and check up with him. And then we're going to keep him going, and he's just going to visit a kid a week until we run out of kids. And then we're going to put together a book for him. So all you got to do, there's a form in My Homeschool Village on our group page on the Village News for the kids, and you just sign up, and we're going to start letting him travel around and visit all of our friends.
Yay. So make sure you sign up. So this is for anybody inside Virtual Village, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you don't have to be in the Homeschool Pro. You can be in just the Virtual Village and still, okay. Awesome. The Virtual Village is free, guys, until February 1st. On February 1st, if you have not signed up, then access is ends. So this is just a trial month for you to go in, give it a shot. You got one more week. What are we at? The 24th. So you've got 6-7 more days, and to come in, sign up, try it out, and then February 1st. So we're sending out emails now. You can just go in and like purchase right now and get in and not worry about possibly losing access because you forgot to buy it. So make sure you've paid for the program before February 1st so that you don't lose the access and everything, and your kids aren't missing out on the activities. So how many of you are doing the activities right now? We want to give us how are the activities going for you? Are your kids getting in okay? Do you have questions? This Virtual Village, personally, my son is so happy. He is working so hard in the mornings and getting back to get moving. I would like to sign up. Debbie, link in the bio. Yes, Heather? Yep. Link in the bio. Go get in there and get your children in here. My son is doing so much better. He's so happy in there. So good. Activities are going great, says Trish. Lori says, my son plays Minecraft occasionally. Lori says, we had a game night last night. And Christine said, Kason is out sick. Bronchitis, strep, ear infection. Ooh, poor kid. I'm sorry. I'll tell Benny. Benny will be sad. That's too bad. So yeah, there's the Minecraft games. We've got the art club going now. I know they're wanting to start working on some cooking classes, guys. And we're always open to new ideas. If anybody has an idea or even wants to run a club, if anybody wants to run a club, let us know. We're interested to see who wants to come in and help our kids. Ray says, I'm trying to see if Little Learners Tuesday and Thursday would work for my grandson, but I can't figure out how to access those. Are you inside the virtual village? Heather, was that the same message you just flashed on my screen? Okay. So Tuesday and Thursday. So if you are inside the virtual village dashboard, if you have already like signed up and you have access to the dashboard, just go to the groups up at the top. Can I share my screen? Let's see if my computer will do this. Okay, let me see if my computer's acting really funny this week. I probably need a new one, but let's be honest. Okay, let's do a quick share. Oh, there's a little link for you there in the chat if you want it. Yep. Okay, let me, with video file, extra camera slide, share screen. There we go. BT system. Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to sing and dance for you in a minute if this doesn't move faster. Sorry, that was not a threat. All right. Can you see? Yes. Okay. So if you are this far, it means you have signed up for either the Homeschool Pro or the Virtual Village. If you are in the Homeschool Pro, you automatically get Virtual Village. Okay. If you're not in the Homeschool Pro and you have signed up for Virtual Village or only want Virtual Village, the link, you can get that. You can sign up for that at myhomeschoolvillage.com. Make sure you put the W's in there. We're having weird URL issues. Once you're in here, this is the main dashboard. Now you can find the Virtual Village access. You could click here, or you can wait for this to slide along here and you can click here. Either way and start playing. Now inside here, or that's where you're going to find the actual courses and what's happening. Or you can go straight here to community here or community right here. Okay. Either one of these. I like to use one at the top because that will show no matter what page you're on, you'll see that little community icon. You're going to come in here. You're going to scroll down. Now, please come in and introduce yourself, guys. Then scroll down, go to groups right here. Click on groups and join the groups. So we divided up the groups by activity so that if you don't want the book club, you're not getting information on the book club. Okay. So we've got the art club, the book club. Education Explorers is for children 1st and 2nd grade on Mondays. We've got the homesteading at 8. We've got Kids Connection. This is the Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. These are all Eastern time, by the way. Little Adventures is Tuesday and Thursday, pre-K through 2nd grade. Little Learners Monday for your pre-K to kindergartners. Ignore this. You shouldn't be able to see that on yours. We've got the Minecraft. This is where every day Anne goes in and there's a code to get into Minecraft. It's a daily code. You must have the code on a daily basis to get into the group. This is for safety reasons. This keeps the trash out, you guys. So if your kids want to get in, they come into the Minecraft daily. They get that daily code. There's the information there. Now, if your children are doing Minecraft and want to talk, they need Discord. And there is information. If it's not in there now, it's coming quickly on how to hook up and get into Discord. I had no idea how to do the Discord, you guys. I don't do these things, but the instructions are so easy. Your child can do it. So go in, follow the instructions in the Minecraft area. I'll show you where that is, and let your child just follow. Okay. So the Sojourners on the Narrow Way is a mom inspiration group. This is where you can go. It's Christian-based, Bible studies, discussions, because let's face it, we moms need our own way of filling our cup, and that's to fill your cup. So go in, make sure you join all the groups you want to be a part of, and then make sure that you go in here and click follow and be notified, receive emails. That way, when they go in and post and say, hey guys, book club at 2 or whatever, you'll be notified by email if you want to. If you don't click that. But you need to go in and make sure you join each one and make sure you click being notified, okay, on the ones that you want notified. So you have control over that. So then we'll go back over here to the home. Any questions about the groups right now? So if I'm going to click in Minecraft right now. And then right here, as you can see, this is always at the top if you need help setting up, whatever. And see, this was yesterday. Here was the code of the day yesterday. That's your code, your connection code. So you will want to come in here daily to get that information. So yeah, that's where your information, that's where people are discussing. Let me just show you real quick, like the art club. The art club is being taught by Heather's oldest daughter, Hannah, who is in college to be a teacher and was homeschooled her whole life. And look, there's 31 kids in there. How cute is that? So here's art club. And then there's a lesson. And then on Friday, she comes in and looks at the work, and the kids are submitting their work and getting comments from each other. How adorable, right? Okay. Questions on this before I move on? Okay, Ray, Crystal's going to go in and check out yours and see what's going on. Okay, so you go back up here to the home screen. Anywhere you are, if you click on this home screen, you will be back on the dashboard. Okay, so here you are on the dashboard. And let me show you. You can click on the Homeschool Pro Access. I'll just show you real quick. And in here, for those of you on the Homeschool Pro, you will see everything you need to set up, all the programs included in the Homeschool Pro and getting them set up, and then your virtual village and your activities. And then obviously there's a ton in here, your filing cabinet, the stuff we have just for mom, stuff for co-ops, your unit studies, your processes per grade. Okay. Go back to home. And here's why I'm going to do that. It's because when you come back here, if you're on home from anywhere, and if you just click right here, Virtual Village, if you don't have Homeschool Pro, you're not even going to see that on there. Okay. If you do have, if you'll just see the Virtual Village, just click Virtual Village. And then boom, here's all your Virtual Village information. Okay. Here's where you're going to get started. Here's where monthly calendar is going to be. Check that out. You can print this out, and we put January's on here with Christmas. That's okay. We will update this monthly. Here's your schedule. You can go back. Minecraft times and links, kid connections for weekly groups, art club. So the information is here, but it's also in the group. So we put it in both just for easy finding. The Minecraft times. Anne, will the Discord information be in here? Where will the Discord information be? Are you still in here?
I can get on the screen.
What?
I was gonna we were putting me on the screen.
Sorry.
Yeah, in there it has it as, I was gonna say, some of the kids are even talking right now as we speak in Discord. So right now, if you just go and message Miss Anne Marie Taylor in Discord, I've been throwing everybody on our new server, and it's just Miss Anne's Taylor server, and they're actually in there. I
need you to go backwards even more. How do they even get that far? Do we have instructions on click Discord? Like we used to have that on the other side, but I haven't seen it yet.
Actually, after they get going today and everybody gets settled in, I am actually going to make us a video on the step-by-step as a parent who has never done Discord before. And that way you guys can see it. And I'm going to do it phone version versus computer version, because I know some of you guys just hand them the older phone that's on Wi-Fi and do it. And then the computer version is a little bit different, because I'll be honest, I use the phone more than anything because I have it sitting here as I'm working and can answer everybody. And my son has ours up on his computer and they look a little bit different. So I'm going to go in and kind of break it down both ways and say, this is how you find us. This is what's going on. And I was going to say, they chit chat through the day. They'll request, send me messages and stuff like that. So if you have any problems, if you really are really having issues with it, send an email to activities@myhomeschoolvillage.com. And I'll be able to get with you. If it's during a live time, it's usually after. But once Minecraft gets going, about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I can actually go in and help through email. But I'll be glad to help you, send you any links, get you set up. If we have to do a Zoom call, we can get everybody set up. Once they're in and they kind of know what to do, they roll. But it's just getting the initial thing set up. So. And just a reminder, right after us, we are having our book club.
Okay. You guys, if your kids, so book club is right now as soon as we're done. Now I can't even go over anymore. I have to like get off. Anne's like, so that I can.
Come on, I got to see my kids. We got to talk.
Yeah, she does not appreciate me going over. Okay, so the Virtual Village news here in the news, it's in your email and in the news group. So the news group, Virtual Village Kids News. Okay, you can come in here, go into groups, go into the community, go into the groups, not my groups, but groups, and then you need to join it. Okay, the reason you have to join is because we don't want to be bombarding you guys with information you don't want. That's annoying. So you got to go in and be like, yes, sign me this one. Yes, sign me this one. You're busy moms. You don't need more than you want. So make sure, Ray, that you go into the community or the groups and then the Virtual Village Kids News right here, and then sign up and make sure that you've clicked follow and be notified. And if you want to receive emails, okay. I don't have emails on all of these because I already know what's going on. You did all of that. Okay. So you're in. Good. Okay. Good to know. Any other questions about how to access Virtual Village? What's going on in Virtual Village? What do you need to know? Any questions? As you'll see up here, we've got our little world here. You'll see people talking to you. Make sure that you are befriending each other. Okay. You can go in here under my friends and what just happened? And you guys can friend each other and have conversations and meetups. See, you guys are all in here. Look at me. I need to come in and I need to friend. No, I don't want to do. Oops. You are my friends. Okay. I need to go in and do my own friends. See, nobody wants to be my friend. Just kidding. Okay. We're going to stop sharing here. How do I stop sharing? Stop sharing right there. Okay. Any other questions on the program and how it works? Because we post unit studies every month and have daily activities. Yes, we do have every month. There are new activities, new unit studies. We're always adding information in here, guys. And once you're in, you're in. Debbie, you're in. Woohoo! Good. Okay, we'll find you. Make sure that that's where I get the access to the activities and does weekly. Yes. So go to the Virtual Village. You can get them here under my groups. If you want an all around, the best place to go to see everything that's happening so you can get like a full on is the home. Oh, you can't see it. Ha! Sorry. Let me share it again. Okay. Is the home screen. And then you can either click this one when this pops up here, or you can go right here, Virtual Village. And this will give you the overview of exactly what is happening and when. Go right here, monthly calendar and challenges. Select, click it. And there you go. And look, you can print it. If you click that right there, it will pop up as a Google Doc. Heather already put it up for you right there. And you can download this and put it up on your wall. We tried to make it as easy as possible. And then you can see when things are happening right there. And then just go in and make sure you have you're part of all the groups so that you can see the conversations happening inside the groups. That's also where we post the links. Sometimes we use Zoom and it's always the same link, but sometimes we have to use StreamYard. It just depends on who's being friendly that day. Some days one behaves and one doesn't, and we have to like go back and forth. So always check inside that group to find the links that we use for our videos, because we do have to switch them up, especially when we do like the movie day. Here's every changing doc. You can save this as well. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Yesterday was movie day and they did, what was it called? 8 weeks. Remind me, Anne. I have to tell you what happened because it was movie day. 8 Below.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was typing 8 Below. Yep.
8 Below. Okay. Here's why I'm loving movie day. At first I was a little skeptic, I have to say. I was like, a movie with a bunch of kids, weird. But then I put my son on it yesterday. He's 11. He watches 8 Below and he's sitting next to me. He's got his headphones on and all of a sudden he goes, Mom, why did you make me watch this movie? I was like, what is she showing you? And I looked over and I'm like, what's the big deal? And he's like, Mom, there's 15 dogs left out in the cold or whatever it was. Anyway, his eyes are tearing up. And I said, okay, honey, you got to keep watching. You can't let this go now. And so he finished the movie and he was like, Mom, that was the coolest movie. And these dogs. And he had all these questions. And I thought, you know what? That was a movie I would have never thought to show my kids. It totally taught him all kinds of very cool things. And now on Thursday, they're going to discuss things, the movie, things about that time. All of a sudden, he was interested in snow dogs, in winter weather. He had all these questions. And I was like, this is why. Go.
One of the reasons we did 8 Below, and I don't know how many people know, but in the beginning of March, they have the Iditarod. So we're actually going to lead up to, we're learning about Antarctica this week, and we're going to start doing some of the stuff with Alaska. Our little kids learned about how to build an igloo yesterday. That was so much fun. But we're actually going to go by the end of February. We're going to actually pick our racers. Each of the kids are going to have their own Iditarod racer, and we're actually going to follow the progress for 2 weeks and see how they're doing, because the Iditarod, they actually put out an educational section within the race for teachers. So we're going to link that into our homeschool village. So we wanted to kind of get them into what is the Iditarod? What are we going to do? Another movie we're watching closer to the Iditarod is actually going to be, I think it's Tudo. It's basically the dog that basically took medicine around Alaska and saved people. There you go. Tugo. Yep. I was going to say I knew it was on the back of the note.
Tugo, whatever.
Yes, exactly. So basically we are building up to different things going on. Most of our movies, like we did Ice Age, and we literally dove into the Ice Age, what it was, why we had it, what the animals of the time period were, how they differ now to what we have. I mean, we go into taking a basic movie that Disney or whoever made, and we kind of change it and flip it to educational. And the information they get is just, the things that we were talking about, frostbite last week, like would you get frostbite because of the temperatures they were living in? And yeah, we literally take a movie that you're like, oh, okay, it's about a dog in in Alaska. Okay. And we go in and we dig, could you survive? Would you want to live in an igloo? And yeah, so yeah, they go in and it really gets them thinking, especially now that it's wintertime and they're all in, negative degree weather. They can really say, okay, well, there's ice out there. A couple of them have actually said they've tried to build an igloo. So, but yeah, we literally take a basic movie and we take a theme out of it and we just dive in. Yeah. And with our book club, we also do have unit studies. So every week we listen to the book, 3 chapters in it. We discuss it. And there's also usually about 3 to 5 pages of just questions and vocabularies and everything that Miss Heather has put together for us that goes along with the book, so that they can then take what they've done and do a deeper study into it and do it. So yeah, we try to take little things that, movies and books and stuff like that, and really get their mind thinking and learning something. My goal is for them to at least learn one thing alive. So we're trying.
So cool. My son, when he saw the book club, he goes, wait, they're doing what book? I love that book. I have to be there, Mom. I'm like,
and after we finish reading it mid-February, it's going to take us a little bit longer, we're going to all watch the movie together.
Cool. Very cool. Thank you, Anne. Thank you for doing that. And thank you for all the activities you're putting together for the kids. They're so happy. It's working out so beautifully. And I personally, God, where were you 10 years ago? This is, what I would have given to have you a part of my homeschool journey 10 years ago. And you know what, something else has been interesting is I've watched the kids, I say the boys, but it's kids, boys and girls playing in Minecraft. Yesterday I heard conversation. I love eavesdropping in on their conversation on Discord. And one of the kids was like, man, I was so bored today. And one of the other kids, well, dude, you need to be reading a book. Books are awesome. If you read more books, so it's like, or they'll get on and be like, you better have your homework done. If your homework's not done, you're going to get in trouble and have to get off and we won't be able to play anymore. And so they're egging each other on in good ways. They're having good influences. These kids are really doing well in there. So if you're not already in there, guys, you better there's so many of you who've signed up, but haven't finished the sign up. Get all the way in, you guys. Get all the way in so that your kids can really benefit from the virtual village. Anne is working so hard to keep your kids entertained and educated together. It's beautiful. I look forward to, in 10 years, these kids, I think they'll end up having like yearly get together, maybe not 10 years, maybe in a couple, maybe in one. And we do a yearly get together where they get together and really play together. And that is something we are working on, is a place where we can all gather once a year. Wouldn't that be fun? A family reunion of the homeschool village. That's what we were going to work on. Anyway, we got to go. We need to do a giveaway. The giveaway are for those who are inside the virtual village, guys. So we have Instagram and YouTube and Facebook on right now, and we love having you here. Thank you so much for being here. Our giveaways will be specifically for those who show up inside My Homeschool Village's community. If you're in there, you qualify for our, got it. Thank you, Heather. You qualify for the giveaway. What are we giving away is the question. That's a good question. All right, let me see what. So Heather does a drawing. She takes all the names of the people that show up, and then she draws a name, and that person gets a gift. So we have today, we're going to give away what? Oh my gosh, I had something here. Okay, what are we giving away? I am checking. Okay. How about a planner? How would you like where did I put my planner? My kids have moved it. I've got a planner for you, an 18-month planner, physical planner. I'm going to send out to you. And the winner is Ray. Ray, you get a new planner. I'm going to send you our 18-month planner. Oh, show Anne. Anne's got her planner, Heather. Thank you, Anne, for putting that together.
I was gonna say I have an extra sticker because we have a personal My Homeschool Village sticker. But yeah, let me tell you, I love it. This is my kids, the village kids, all their little studies all go in this book. So I love it. And even in the beginning of each month, it gives you like little journal things to do. And you get to plan out your overview. I'm getting ready to do February now. And it you get to pick 3 goals and everything. I love it.
Oh, thank you. And now if you have paid for, or if you are part of Homeschool Pro, we have that for you free. It's already in there for free. I believe Virtual Village Kids gets it for free as well. We've already sent it to you. So as a PDF, but that will be a printed planner. And Ray, we're going to send that to you. We just need your address and where to send that. Okay. If you will send that to us. Oh, good.
Hey, Dylan, I'm doing my hair. I'm doing my hair for church tonight.
Leave it like that.
Like it?
Woo!
Yeah. So is there a way we can do a discount for those that are on the live today?
Oh my gosh, I think that's a great idea.
All right. I don't have it set up yet, but if you give me until 4:00. How much?
Alpha looks good, Heather, says Christine.
Yeah. Here you go.
Okay, Ray, we already have your address. As long as we know that's the right one. We have it, and it's not a P.O. box. Okay. No. If it's not a P.O. box.
Okay, so how much do you want to give them off? And then I will.
So as long as it's on the Shopify, we can do it.
It is. It's on Shopify.
Okay.
So how about this? They have to be part of our newsletter. Can we do that? Is there a link in our link tree?
Yeah. They should get. Who is it?
I throw this on you. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I have to think through the back end. Yeah, we could just give them a code right now. Or do you want them to, if you're in the newsletter, we will send it to you in your email. What do you want to do?
Well, how much do you want to give it off? And I'll make a code right now. Actually, I'll just do it right now. Let me put my curling iron down.
You're the suck up. What do you want to do?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to be the favorite today, or do you want me to be the favorite today?
You have the pretty jacket on, so let me be the favorite today.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay. Let me get in to Shopify real quick.
Christine says, hoping to see another Chromebook discount come available in the coming months. Looking to get one later. Ryland's comp took a doo-doo.
So our members already have the discount. That's as deeply discounted as we can give inside the membership.
It runs all the time. It's not it's right on the front page of the Homeschool Village, by the way. If you go into, do you want me to show you where it is? Go into the mom area for mom and the discount code. It's right in there. The link, everything there. I can't remember what it is though. It's like $30 off, but it's as low as it's possibly going to get because it's technically what it costs us to get it to you. So we don't make any money off that. It's just literally, we're just passing that over for the Chromebook. Yeah. Just go in the discount code, the Chromebook. Heather, we could even put it in there for the planner.
Okay. Yeah.
In the discount code.
There you go. That works too. But I am making a code. It's going to be Heather, all capitalized.
Of course it is. Make sure it's Heather Rules.
I know I already used that one, so I'll find. Let me find something. Yeah,
Okay,
well,
we've got book club coming.
All right, I'll put it in the discount thing, and then I will throw it up in Linktree later too for a short time. Give me an hour. I'll have it done.
Okay. Let me know. Thank you. Thanks for showing up, Fresh. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Lori and Ray. You guys are awesome. Amy, Crystal, appreciate you guys being here. Priscilla, keep working on those kids. Just aren't we all? The forever battle, our children that we love so much. Anyway, you guys have a beautiful week. We will see you next week right here, 2:00 Eastern time. And yeah, Christine. Oh, Crystal, we need you to send out an email to anybody who has been with us for a year or more. We need to get those t-shirts out. Will you remind me later if she's still on here? Crystal took off some time. Good. She needed, but because of it, we didn't get some emails out. So yeah, she's got that. Go ahead, Heather.
So it's January 2023 to December 31st. Just so you know, that's our year. The 2023 year is what we're going to look for. So
if they have been with us since in the January 2023 year, or they've completed 12 months.
12 months from January 2023 all the way to December 31st.
If you've been with us that entire time, we're sending you a free t-shirt. So we will send out a Google Doc to have you put your name, address, and shirt size so that we can get those to you. Okay. It's one of those things I can't just send it. Yes, Christine, I'm sure you are. Yeah. I'm waiting for July. That's very great. We'll do it again, Trish. Don't you worry. We'll do it again. We'll probably maybe every 6 months we'll then do it again. If we did it monthly, I would slowly lose my brain. And so would we all. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. So, but don't worry, we'll get one. In the meantime, you can go over and get your other t-shirts. We do have t-shirts on our website if you're looking for like the H. Love the one with the H or anything like it. So, all right, you guys have a beautiful week and we will see you. Oh, see the link? That's for the book club, guys. Anne has just posted a link. If you want to just click on that right now before we go, you can head straight over to the book club. I wish, sadly, my son is at a class right now. He's going to miss it. Okay. There's your link, or head on over to the group and it will be posted there too. Right, Anne? Before I give the wrong info. Okay. I'm going to give it about 3 seconds here for you guys to click that. And I am out. Have a beautiful week. Happy homeschooling.